Okay, so let's look at your odd numbered questions. So my y value both from the left and the right is going to be equal to 2. Sorry, y value. So y is equal to 1. Because my right and my left side limits are equal to each other, then my overall limit is also equal to that. Okay. So now I look at the same thing. Now, when I do this one, just because I have a closed circle over an open circle doesn't actually change my limit thing. It only changes what f of the actual point is actually equal to. So that means that this is -2, this guy is -2, and so is the other one. Looking at 5, again, y value here, so that's -2, -2, and -2. They're all approaching -2. Here, it's different, though. So I'm approaching 3 from the left-hand side. And I'm approaching 4 from the right-hand side. And these are not equal. So my overall limit does not exist. Approaching from the left goes to 2. Approaching from the right goes to -1. So then overall it does not exist. Describe the vertical and horizontal asymptote. So this is where it's a little weird. It's pretty clear with the vertical asymptote that this is at x is equal to -1. Oops. But you might have to guess a little bit. So it looks like it's like almost here, and it's probably like here. So you kind of want to go like in between-ish. So you could either pick y equals 2 or y equals 1. I would accept either one of those, but I'm going to pick y is equal, oops, I cannot spell. Y is equal to 1. So then my domain, negative infinity to -1, union -1 to infinity. And then my range is negative infinity to 1, union 1 to infinity. I'm sorry for the long pause. I just realized I think I messed up the notes video, and I'm going to have to go back and fix it. Okay, so for this question, my vertical asymptote is x is equal to 0. My horizontal asymptote is y is equal to 0. So my domain is from negative infinity to 0, union 0 to infinity. And then my range, because I don't have anything above here, is actually from 0, which is my horizontal asymptote. Actually, I lied. Negative infinity, because it's below the x-axis, to 0. And that is my range. Here, vertical asymptote is x is equal to 3. My horizontal asymptote is y is equal to 1. My domain, negative infinity to 3, union 3 to infinity. And my range, negative infinity to 1, union 1 to infinity. 17. Vertical asymptote. X is equal to 0. Horizontal asymptote. Y is equal to 0. Domain. All real numbers except for 0. And my range is only things that are bigger than 0, because there's nothing below the x-axis. Okay? And that is it for all the odd number questions.